Oh, hello. Thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is Lulu, and I am getting ready in the car for work. Okay, so life sucks. Probation sucks. Rules suck. And I'm running out of concealer. But I have a whole new bottle at the house. So, like, whatever. Anyways, I don't really know what to talk about. I was recording a video yesterday and some lady just pulled up right next to me when there's like literally 1,000 parking spots near my job for her to just park right next to me. I was like, cling, in the middle of a sentence too, I was like, anyway, so I thought to myself, man, I need to record at home. But ain't nobody got time for that, especially right now because I'm on probation, so I can't really sit back and, talk. Plus, I don't want to get caught up, and because I'm already in so deep. I got caught up drinking and other paraphernalia or whatever that's called. And they sent me to counseling because they think that I have like a problem. And it's all because I was like, I just drank because I'm sad, which is not a lie. I mean, I did drink because I was upset, but they're making me feel like I'm some kind of alcoholic, and mama don't like that. So I don't know. I got counseling, I guess. I don't even know where. The lady never called me back. She never emailed me and told me that, like, hey, counseling, first day of counseling is next week. Nothing. She just said she would get back at me, I think. I don't really know. I don't know. But I guess we'll see, right? I don't know. I gotta see my probation officer in 17 days. I'll just spit a little bit. So we'll see what he says, and I'm all nervous. I hate probation. Should I tell? Let me say what happened. One day, I don't remember what day. I gotta look at my paperwork, to be honest. I'm like, dude, I only remember my birthday because I was born that day, and people remind me. Not because I can remember. But anyways, okay, so one day I was with my boyfriend, and one of my good friends, we'll call her Christina. So one of my best friends, Christina, she's like, come over, I'll make you some fajitas and blah blah blah, and we can eat and blah blah blah. I'm like, fajitas, hell yeah, I'm down. Girl love to eat. So I had drank one beer before I left because I was chilling at home, and so I mean, not that I was buzzing, but I had some in my system already. And I went off. It was like around 7 o'clock or something. And as soon as we got there, we hung out and I drank a few more beers. And basically it was like 4 o'clock in the morning and I had barely stopped drinking. It's because she started getting like mixed drinks and that ain't my thing, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna call it quits, you know, because I felt like no more drinking for me. And I went home. But right before I left, we were talking about stuff and she ended up giving me this dildo. It was clean, okay? It was clean, brand new, whatever. It better be brand new. It was still in the box. So I was like, oh, thanks. You know, I love these dildos. I hope I can say that. But anyway, so it was a really big one. It was like the size of my arm. It's like that big, and it had like a bunny. It looks pretty awesome. I was like, looks like I'm gonna have fun, right? Well, I forgot about it. And while I was driving home, it's like probably a 30-minute drive home from where she was at to my boyfriend's house. And because of course I didn't want to go home, right? I mean, sheesh. Anyway, so I pulled it out because I remembered that I had it, and I was like, oh, let me look at it, because I didn't remember, you know, I was drinking. And I didn't know how to turn it on, and when I turned it on, it was like full blast, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. That thing goes like I'm sorry. And it goes like that, and it was like, and I was like, oh my God. And then I'm drunk driving, right? Well, I wasn't serving or anything up until I was messing with that dang dildo. Jeez. So anyways, and I'm messing with it, and I just thought I'd turn it on, but I didn't know it was gonna go that fast. I mean, it was still new. I'm dumb for doing it, honestly. And I turn it on and I freak out because it's and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is huge. And it made a loud noise, which I didn't like, because I'm like, this is not silent, you know? I mean, I want something quiet, you know, so I can be in the back like anyway. So I'm like trying to figure out how to turn this thing off, and I didn't even know how to change the gears or whatever, you know, so it was still going really fast, and it was really embarrassing, right? Or not embarrassing. I'm in the car by myself, and I'm just like, stop, you know, like hoping it would stop. And as I was messing with it, I was swerving, and some lady called me. This is why everyone should be careful, because you just never know who's out there. And while you're intoxicated, you know, like, freaking just stay at home, trust me. And then, you know, some lady called or whatever, and she was like, well, this is what I heard from my my lawyer, that she called and said that there was basically someone swerving on the road, might be intoxicated, stop her. And they did. They stopped me, and I freaked out. But you know, when you freak out sometimes and it sobers you up, well, I was I think a little bit too drunk to sober up. And I get off the car and they're like, can you do like the what is that called? When you stand and you put your feet together, like, you know, I don't know, whatever that's called. Or like do that. And I was like, okay. And as soon as I'm walking towards the area to do it, I trip on my oversized chanclas, sandals. And I was like, I'm sorry, let me just take off my chanclas. I take them off. And I do it, and I failed miserably, terribly, horribly. And I mean, of course I was drinking, you know, and of course I'm gonna fail because I hadn't. Anyway, so then I get sent to jail, and I sat in jail, and I'm very friendly, and like everywhere I go, I befriend somebody without even wanting to, you know. So that happened with the cop ladies, and I ended up confessing to them that it was the dildo's fault. And they just laughed, and, you know, I was like, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not intoxicated, because I am, but the reason why I got caught up was because of this darn dildo. And then they're just like, ah. So the next day I wake up, this rude ass lady, oh my gosh, she was like, do you even remember why you're here? And I was like, driving while intoxicated. And she's like, she didn't say anything, she was wearing a mask. And then I was like, oh, bitch, sorry, woman. And then she's like, I'm gonna need you to take your prints. And she was so rude. I was like, girl, this ain't prison, you know, like, do you have to treat me like that, like a criminal, you know? Like, goodness gracious. Grant my my alcohol level was pretty high, so I guess she hated me. I don't know, who knows, you know? Some people, what if like one of her family members died because of an alcoholic person, you know? And then I'm like expecting her to be nice, so I just let it go. And then she goes, when she asked me to take my fingerprint, I was like, okay. And then she told me how to do it, and she was like, you gotta make sure it's in there, right? So the ink, I pressed down really hard to get that ink in my thumb really good, right? I mean, I don't know. And she yells at me, and she's like, I told you that that's not the correct way to do it, and blah, blah, blah. I told you what to do. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I was just making sure the ink was going to be on there. And then she was like, I'm not yelling at you because something. I was like, oh my God, sounds like an angry person, you know, like, I only hit you because I love you, you know? And then she was like a little bit nicer to me after that, but still rude, because if anyone's been to jail, they never turn off those freaking lights. So I used my mask and I covered my eyes, right? I mean, it's my own spit, my own breath. Why would anybody care? So she comes in and she's like, sign these papers or whatever. But I woke up in a hurry where my mask was still like on my face. And she was like, get that mask out of your face and use it correctly. I was like, I'm sorry, you know? And she didn't say anything. Like, I just kept apologizing for every time she yelled at me. And I felt like basically with her, I had to be like a dog with their belly up, you know? Like, I'm sorry, you know, like, walk faster. I'm sorry. Oh, I hate that woman. I bet you she's single. I hope she sees it so she knows and sees and hears me say that. Anyway. And then my dad bailed me out. Well, actually it was my brother, my little brother. He bailed me out. And I was free, but not free. Because I had to go to court. And I got like $1,000 fine that I gotta pay. And I'm only at 700. Yay. And what else? Oh, and then $800 in the probation officer costs. I don't know. You know, whatever they do to get money out of you. And what else do I gotta pay? Oh, I got community service that I gotta do. That I've only been once. Because I was so freaked out. I was so freaked out about going. And then I went once, and then life happened, so I couldn't go these past couple of times or whatever. And I haven't gone. And I know my probation officer is going to have something to say about that. So I'm going to go this weekend, I swear. So yeah, and that's what happened. Do not play with dildos on the road, y'all. And then I wanted to mention it to the officers. Like, I'm sorry, my dildo turned on. But I didn't want them to think that I was, like, doing myself, you know? And I was like, they're going to put me up as a pedophile or something. And I didn't want that to happen, of course. Who wants to be a pedophile? And are my eyes even? I don't even know. I guess. I don't know. I can't even see on my phone. My camera's so dimmed. But anyways, and yeah, I had to go through that. So mad. So don't drink and drive. Because I don't even know when it's over. I think I got a whole year and stuff. Also, I got caught up drinking. I think I already said that. I don't know. But they like drug tested me for it or whatever. Yeah, it was a drug test. But anyways, point is, don't drink and drive ever. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up my eyelashes and get off so I can go to work, I guess. I don't know. Hasta la vista, baby.